How do you feel about guys getting facial nowadays?
I love men who take care of themselves. I think it's such a beautiful thing.
Well,
No,
that's fair.
I'm gonna be in
That's fair.
Cancun retiring now. I'm be swimming with the dolphins again.
You know how to swim? What's some advice you can
It
give
ain't easy being me,
to
but
get
they
they
think
bitch
so.
before?
I know my
Okay,
bitch
so
want me to get it at
the
me.
biggest advice
Hey,
is
bottles for the bitches over at Winko. I do too much, baby. I can't be no weak hoe. The hoods want us to join, they want some trophies. I ain't finna mingle with Stephanie's and Sophie's. I put that shit on just to hit the studio. Ain't no bitches in the booth, I hit a groupie hoe. Making plays in this bitch like Ricky Rubio. I was boxing the
Thank you for tuning in another episode of the JOCTOBER Podcast. I'm your host, Jock Smith. Keep it liking, subscribing, hit the link button below. Really appreciate it. Special guest to the right of me, content creator, sensitive skin specialist, co-founder of the Eyesforbeautys, the one and only Miss Queen of all queens. Sativa, how you doing?
hi, nice
Good.
nice to see you,
Nice to
Jock.
see you. How you doing? How your
Doing
day
good.
going?
I've been good. How are
Pretty good.
you?
Pretty good. You know, it's so hot in California right now.
We're having a heat wave, you guys.
Oh, like golly. Other day it was like 110. Now today it's gonna be 110 again, huh?
Yep,
But we here, huh?
we're here.
Let's do it. So I want to dial into, I've been seeing you been doing this for quite a while. You first started February 17th. You did your grand opening in 2018. I'm correct.
Yes.
I want to congratulate you about it, by the way.
Thank you so much.
So we here today. How's the journey been going for you from 2018 to 2024?
Oh my god. I think it's so long. Like it's such a long journey. Though it feels short. I know it's been many years. So far I've learned a lot just because of the current events as far as like the pandemic and going through those motions as a business owner have not been easy at all. And so I feel like I've learned a lot in just facing uncertainty, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of it. And so I feel like I've gone through this journey where it's one punch after another, and I'm just trying to like survive, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's really what it's been like in the last how many years? 7 years?
Yeah,
It's gonna be 7 years. Yeah.
That's a long time. I want to ask you, so that the name Eyesforbeauty, where did that name come from?
Eyesforbeautys. Okay, so Eyesforbeautys to me means it's like having the like looking for beauty in many things or in all things. You know when they say like look for beauty in everything,
Yeah.
that's what inspired Eyesforbeautys. And then in Spanish is ojos para belleza.
Ooh, how you say
Yeah.
that again?
Ojos para belleza.
Gotta learn that. Oh, that's what I was saying. A little bilingual. I gotta learn something.
Yes.
They be getting mad at me. So you say you started January. We got everything going. What has been inspiring you from this journey you've been going on so far?
The things that inspire me are truly to step in your authenticity as a person. I think that I'm not the type of beauty artist that is going to change anyone or anything. I'm just here to embrace you as who you are, and I want you to embrace your natural beauty and what makes you feel beautiful, not what everybody's societal standard is, because everybody could,
Yeah.
everybody has this societal standard of like, I want to have like the perfect skin, and like I want like the perfect lashes and the perfect nails and the perfect hair. But like at the end of the day, I think what makes us unique are the quirks that we hold within. Like if we have wavy hair, curly hair, textured hair,
Yeah.
and those things make us beautiful, or freckles or birthmarks or a gap tooth. I have a gap tooth and I love it, and I don't want to change that.
Yeah. It's a part of you.
Yeah, it's part of me, and I think that's really what inspires me. It's to like enhance what you already have.
No, I see you make your clients feel comfortable because I know I mentioned to you I had a friend that came to you back in 2019, and she spoke highly about you, how you make people feel comfortable. And I noticed we talked to you, you're going to get a little sensitive.
Aww.
I know we spoke about having a relationship with your clients supporting. How
Yeah.
important is that to you now?
Oh my god, I think that's the most important thing when you meet someone, especially when you're working on somebody. I think these services that I do, they're very like intimate in a sense where people are opening up to me every day and they're letting me just be part of their beauty journey and like what makes them feel beautiful. So I think to me, to maintain a good relationship and a good bond with your clientele, it's very important, and to always make sure that you let them feel appreciated and that you are like you're grateful to have them, because I think a business without like having a following, without having your clientele, without having anybody, it's not really a business. But if you're not practicing that gratitude and just being grateful for the people who do step in your door, like I think that's so important. Like I really value that. Yeah,
that is important. I want to go back to 2018 when you first started everything. Like, how was it? Like, your mindset, was it a tough obstacle to come accomplish, you know, to get to where you are right now? How was it?
Before I got to 2018?
No, yeah, like before 2018.
Oh my God. Even that all in itself has been so wild. So when I first started beauty, it all happened when I decided to drop out of college. So I'm a college dropout, you guys.
Nothing wrong with that. Look at you now.
No, I'm a college dropout. I was going to East Los Angeles College, so I'm in Boyle Heights, and I was studying business, and I had picked up a lot of like art classes. So I was doing like photography and art and graphic design on top of like my prerequisites, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into business. I'm gonna major in business. But I just didn't feel like I belonged there. Like, I don't know if you've ever gone into a place and you just don't feel like you're connecting. No matter how much you're trying to connect, and no matter how hard I was working to be a good student, I just didn't feel like I fit in there. So I was like, what is the next thing that is going to open the door for me to go into the path that I want to go into? And something that I realized was that I was always doing things for friends. Like, I would cut friends' hairs, I would dye people's hair, I would do mini facials on them. I didn't know what I was doing, but I did. I was like playing all the time, and that was like from really young all the way into high school. And I would do like hair in like my friend's house and their kitchen, and like I would go to Sally's and buy bleach and bleach everybody's hair. And so I was like, okay, I put two and two together, and I was like, I feel more of a creative than I do, and I feel more inspired by that than actually doing academia, which you know, it's not for like it. Honestly, school is not for everybody. So I just decided to take my creative path, and my family at the time really was rooting for me to like finish school, but I decided to, you know, venture out, and everybody was really upset. Like, I remember my mom really being upset. My grandfather also had like funded some of my school, and he was like, oh, you should stick to school, you should stick to studying. And then that's when I went into like beauty school, and then I finished that. And after beauty school, I went into working for a private salon, like a private owned French salon. I got hired at Sephora, and between all of that, I also had part-time jobs. I worked for UPS.
You gotta get yourself a pat on the shoulder.
That's freaking crazy, right? Just thinking about that. I worked in this like really grimy place. Like, it was ugly. It was ugly. It was ugly. It's ugly. No one. I'm sorry, you guys. I love my coworkers that I met there, but it was crazy.
But it's like doing all that too. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, you know what they do? Like, they're sorting mail. They're like making sure packages are getting sent to the right place. You're walking through like all these trucks.
That's too much.
It was a lot. So in between all of that, like just trying to fund my cosmetology school. So my mom was kind of against it. So she didn't even want to fund that for me. She's like, I don't want to like, you know, I'm not gonna give you any to go do that, because that's like that's creative, and that's not, you know,
it's not like
going to college. So she was so upset about it. So I worked there. I was working for eBay too, and I was working for a gaming company, and I would package oil. Like super nerdy, huh? Like, okay,
I didn't see that part.
Like super nerdy at the same time. I was working for a gaming company, and like I would do Excel sheets for them. So it was like really business.
Oh, you did the Excel sheets?
Yeah, Excel sheets and counting orders, and just doing a bunch of stuff for them. And then that's when I went into like, besides doing that, I was still like trying to hustle with the beauty part. So I would do that by night and then do this by the daytime. I was like a stylist, so I was kind of like back and forth. Decided to take the plunge, the hair salon, Sephora, and then I went Sephora. Okay, at the time there was a recession happening. Do you guys remember the recession? Right, that recession, like 20.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
2009, 2011. You know, all that. Like, it was a really long recession. I felt like. Benefit Cosmetics ends up picking me up because I had applied for multiple brands. I remember applying for Calvin Klein, which some of the brands that I'm going to talk about, they probably don't exist anymore just because it's been some time, you know? Right. Calvin Klein, Caudalie, and Benefit Cosmetics. And so they all interviewed me, and then I decided to, you know, take the plunge with Benefit. And they were like, oh, we need an esthetician. We need, you know, we need a waxer. And I started there like part-time. So then I let go of my other hustles, which was like eBay and the little and UPS.
You
and
always
so then
had some money rolling in.
you have to. Oh my God, I'm so like, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's crazy. So I started with Benefit, and I was just like part-timing with them, and then I was also doing like freelancing. And then from the freelancing, I continued with Benefit, and then they put me in full-time. And then I ended up grand opening about 4 different or 5 different brow bars with them.
How was
for
that?
Benefit Cosmetics. It was really cool. It was nice because I think that's what gave me my experience on how to open up just like a brow bar and how to make it successful. And then like I would always be like #1 in my region. I know this is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, but I was #1, and I was always celebrated in my store, which I'm so grateful for. And then I made friends with people online on social media, and I ended up working with a celebrity artist. And I worked in Venice Beach. I don't want to mention names, like you know.
I noticed that you don't want to mention no names.
Yeah, I don't want to mention too many names, just because. I don't know. Like I think, like some of the people that I used to work with. Some of the people I used to work with, like I don't think we ended in good terms.
Okay, I see.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna mention that.
Yeah, we don't want to mix that in. I don't like no negative energy at all.
But I wanted to ask you, like, I know you mentioned a lot of celebrities you work with.
I do.
How was that, like?
With celebrities and like very influential people too, politicians. I still have a few here. And I'm telling you, my studio is in Alhambra, so it's like a really low key area. And I think working with everybody, I think it's just it just reminds you that we're all human beings.
Yeah.
No matter where we are in life, no matter what kind of work we do, no matter where we find ourselves or like the success that we have, we're all human beings, and we all have the same common goals or commonalities, as they like to say. We're all doing the same thing. We all want the same thing. Like we want like our families to be happy. We want clean water, and we want a fresh T-shirt every morning, right?
Something like, that I didn't hit in a long time.
Right?
Clean water, fresh T-shirt.
Fresh T-shirt. I need a T-shirt. I need a Pro Club.
Yeah. Hey, look, I see you got a clothing line going on too.
Merch. Okay.
See, I've been doing my research.
Oh my God! No, I was like, it's Jock like a stalker. Like, how does he know? But I love how much he cares about. You love your podcast, and I really love that, because you take time to get to know like the people you're interviewing, and it's just not like this quick interview. You're actually like learning people in depth and like what they do and like where they're from, and I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
No, yeah, but so from celebrity salons, I jumped a few. So I did one in Venice, I did a quick one in Melrose, and then I went, and it's so weird because like I didn't want to be like at first I wanted to be a manager, and I wanted to grow in the corporate world, and then I realized that like would literally kill me, if it makes sense. Like it would kill my creativity.
You think so?
Yes, because like you're not able to self-express.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Self-express, have time for yourself, you know, have like time away from like numbers and hustling and making money, and you know, but at the end, like you realize that it's not even for yourself, it's for like corporate, right? So I just didn't. I think if I would have stayed there, it would have killed my dreams. So I ended up leaving. With these celebrity salons, I ended up learning like, okay, you could work for yourself. Like you could make your own money and use it towards things that you really want to use them for, not just for selfish reasons. You can also help other people. You know, you can also, you know, really have a voice in the way that you care about like your community and what you do and how you do it, and the quality that you do it for. Like now when I work, I don't want to do it because of the quantity. Like I don't care if I have like 1,000 clients. What I do care, if I have 5 clients, I'm gonna give them the best quality of what I do, you know, and that matters more to me now. So after like working for the celebrity salons, I was like, okay, this isn't for me, because then I felt like, I don't know, I come from like really chill beginnings, like really humble beginnings.
Yeah.
So like I just felt like I didn't fit there either. Like it was just too much for me.
Yeah.
The energy, the vibe wasn't it. It didn't pass the vibe check for me. You know,
didn't pass the vibe.
it just didn't pass. Just no. So I ended up going back to doing speed waxing in Chino Hills. I was all the way in Chino Hills.
Foot traffic all the way over there.
Yes, isn't it wild?
Crazy.
But I was everywhere. Okay, I was in Culver City. I worked in West Hollywood. I worked in Venice Beach. I worked in Melrose. I worked in Burbank. I worked in Glendale. I worked in Covina.
You was everywhere.
I've been everywhere.
I just gotta Google to find you at this point.
Yes, and then I opened my first shop in Pasadena, and now I'm in Alhambra.
It's like, look at the tables turn.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Do people follow you? Yeah, they do. They
do.
come along with
They
you.
follow you. It's been what, 7 years now?
No, it's been longer than that. So I
Let's
think
put some respect on it.
like 2011 when I
Yeah.
started. So I have some clients since 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they still.
They still
that's how you
come.
know you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yes, I love them. No,
Yeah.
they're so cute, huh?
I want to go back to, you mentioned about your mother and your family not supporting it. 'Cause I know that part was a tough time for you.
Very tough.
And it's like, what do they have to say about it now to where you at right now? Do you get the same responses?
Oh yeah, so when I decided to start my business, then I feel like my mom was like, okay, I want to support you, and she's the one that helped me a little bit financially. And then she also was like the person, because okay, let me tell you, it was a struggle, right? So after I left the speed waxing place, I went into a threading bar when I was also trained under like another celebrity artist.
Okay.
And she's like really known in like the world of like threading, and she created the art of threading, and so she was really cool. And but like I also, she put me as a manager, which I didn't really want to manage.
I see, okay.
So you know what I mean? Like I was like, I don't want a team. Like I just want to like just vibe out by myself. I just want to just be the artist.
I mean,
like
she saw something in you.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yep.
She just made me. She made me. I'm grateful for that, because then it taught me so much. It was like, I brought in some new ideas for the salon that I was working in. Like we started doing digital booking, and it was popping, and we had one of the best teams. It was really cool times. But then I was like, what am I doing? Like I really sat with myself, and I'm like, what am I doing here? Why can't I do this on my own? And so then that's when I decided to just like branch out and do my own thing. And then my this is where my mom comes in, and she's like, oh, I see like your passion, and like I'm sorry that I ever doubted that. She really didn't, like, she's like, I know that you're like really passionate and that you love that. And she's like, so her and my stepdad both gifted me like a sum of money to open my business, but they also helped me save my money, my retail paychecks.
Ooh, shout out to the parents, yeah.
Right,
Shout out to mom and pop.
Yes, and my retail checks. Like these checks were not much. They really weren't. They weren't much. Okay, but I really sacrificed a lot of things that I wanted to buy and do. And I would give my checks to my mom, and my mom would hold them for me until I had enough to like be able to branch out.
I see.
And so like it was a sacrifice,
Yeah.
at the same time. So it wasn't just like here, like it's like, no, I will give you a portion, but like you also need to learn how to manage yourself. And like if you're going to be a business owner, you need to learn how to, what accounts to open and like what to do. And so they were the ones guiding me in that sense. And then that's when I was like, okay, 2018 or 2017 came along, and I registered my name and trademarked it. And then from there is like when 2018 was when I got my permits, and then I was officially able to open my shop.
And everything was popping.
And not everything was popping. Not everything was popping. I think I started with 5 clients first, because I didn't even get to give my information to a lot of my clients.
Why not?
Because I was under contract.
Gotcha, okay. The
Like
business side.
the
okay.
business side of it, like you could get in trouble for that in the state of California, unfortunately. But some clients were like, they were just coming in.
Yeah. I want to actually dial into the business side, because
Yeah.
your page is well put together. Fan base following, you're just popping on social media. So I want to ask you, like, how did you get that platform going? Like, what did you started with that from?
How did I, with the platform that when I first started my page, it was actually, I would just post products, like, because I used to get a lot of samples from Ulta and Sephora. They would give me gratis, which is something you get when you work for major retailers. They gift you a bunch of samples,
I did not
and
know
you
that.
Isn't that cool?
That's
And they
dope.
give you full size.
Oh, so you can save some money. Use
Yeah,
the product,
you just get a bag full of things, and every month it changes. And depending on who's launching a product, they're gifting you these products, and you get to test them out. So I would test them out. I would do a training with them, and then I would test them out. And so then I would. That's what my Instagram started like. It was just like me snapping pictures of like these little items that I would get, and then I would write like a little review, like like I love this vitamin E moisturizer, like these are the reasons why I love it, you know. And that's how it started. And then I started putting a little bit more like selfies, and then I would get like people just kind of writing to me and like, oh, like what lipstick are you wearing, or like little things, just
Stuff
and then
like
just
that.
that built a connection. And then I started posting like my brows, like my work, when it wasn't that good. It was
a journey,
crazy.
huh?
It was a journey.
Yeah.
They weren't looking that great. Like my work was still beginner's level, but I was still putting myself out there.
Yeah, you love that part of the journey too, though.
Yeah. And then that's how it started. And then as it started growing, I started connecting with more influential people, like just, you know, a lot of women like in business, or women that are having their own platforms where they're talking about their own brands. And it could be different too. Like I really do collaborate with women on so many different levels, as far as like what things that they do. Some of them own like coffee bars, or like a hair care product, but we connect. And then they would say like, Sadie, do you want to collab? Like, should we make a video? Or I even like worked with this guy who made tacos at one point. We cooked like us tacos al pastor together, and we filmed it.
That's dope.
Right. And
That's
we
dope,
just make content. I think we make content out of everything. And then I also have my colleague Alma, who's like, we're really close, and I've worked with her I think for 6 years. Shout out to Alma. She'll be in the podcast in a little bit. I think I've worked with her for like 6 years now. And like with her too, like I always like have her help me film, and then I'll film her content, and then we're like bouncing back and forth ideas, like what angle should we use? Should we use this? And then from there she'll help me film, and then from there I'll like get into my software of editing, and then I'll like edit my videos, and then I post them online. And then that's how it grew. And then you just go like viral, I guess, from like just posting.
Tell me, I guess.
That's what
How many times you do it viral?
I don't know how many times. I think it's fun. I don't take social media too serious. I try not to.
It's getting you paid though.
No, it does get you paid. I'm not gonna lie. It does. And then in many different ways too. Like you can get sponsorships, you can get a lot of gifts. I get a lot of PR. I haven't even posted some of my PR. I have it at the house.
Oh, you just hadn't.
It's just chilling. But I promise the brands I will get to you guys.
Get that from her.
Yeah, like we have a lot of PR in the house. I haven't filmed yet. I just recently started I'm testing out a social media manager to see how she can keep me on check on posting more consistently. But I do like being a little bit mysterious too, because I post enough for you to know, but not to know. You know what I mean?
So you be hiding, okay?
Yes,
I like that.
Like The Weeknd. I'm kidding. I'm a big fan of The Weeknd.
That's one of your top artists.
I love
you know what? Since you mentioned that, I was gonna ask you. Like, you know, you still in my questions, but it's okay. Who is your top artist you listen to right now?
My favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, I've been listening a lot to like The Weeknd, Natalia Lafourcade. She's from Veracruz.
Okay.
One of my favorite. Carla Morrison. And Lana Del Rey. And I think those are my top four. And then I'm listening to, for fun, like for the times that you go work out or walk or whatever, I'm listening to Brazilian funk.
Why you say for fun though?
How?
Why you say for fun?
Because it's for fun. Because like I can't listen to that all the time. It's just like when you're like out, you know.
What about you working now?
Working. It's like most like mellow vibes,
Chill
like the
vibes.
most mellow vibes. I also like a lot of rock, reggae, and I pull a lot of inspiration from R&B, like Aaliyah.
Okay.
Aaliyah, she's like my
Shout out to Aaliyah.
favorite artist. So those are some of my favorite artists. I think that musically, they're just inspiring. They're a little bit. I think what I love about them is that they let their vulnerability be their inspiration.
Okay.
Like their heartbreak be their inspiration. You know, or like whatever, like their pain, like they alchemize it and use it to do something with it, like creative.
What was your pain that created you to get to what you are right now?
My pain? Oh my God. Okay, I think my pain would be, I don't know, I come from a family that was like broken, a broken family. I think that's super deep. Like, I think, you know, like I didn't grow up with my dad. And I think a lot of people take that, like they can internalize that and just make it a very sad and painful thing and not heal from it. But like for me, I think that kind of, I use that, and then I'm like, okay, I was brought up with a single mom, and then I obviously have my stepdad, and I use that as like, okay, I kind of have like a really blended family. So I have my sister from my mom's like second marriage, and then when my mom remarried again, that didn't work out, and then she remarried again, and then now I have like another little stepbrother, but that's from my stepdad, right? This is my like my second stepdad, and so he has like, you know, his son from his previous marriage, and then they decided to adopt. And now I have two more little sisters, so I
getting bigger and bigger,
bigger and bigger, and it's blended. And I'm thinking that like those things, and you know, those things are beautiful. Like you can come from any kind of background, or you can come from a broken family, and you can still, you know, that transform and transmute that into something like more positive, and like, you know, using that as like the leverage. You know, to continue and inspire you and inspire your little siblings, because I'm the eldest sister, you know, so that's my inspiration.
So that keeps you going too.
Yeah, that keeps me going. That's like, oh, okay, like you gotta lead by example, girl. Like you can't just be like, you know, wilding out. No.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you got a lot of people watching you too.
Yeah.
So how important is having some, like a team with you, like to do everything not by yourself, but have someone in your corner?
Okay, I have Alma in my corner.
I would say Alma, like,
I have
how
Alma.
important having her? Like,
I love having Alma with me. I think, you know, when we first started, Alma was very different. Like, I think we've gone through all these motions. It's like a relationship. Like, I love Alma. I really do. It's like a relationship, you know. At the time that I met Alma, like, she was a little bit like sad girl vibes, and like we had to kind of like work with her to get her to where she is now, where she's like more like fun and excited about like work and life and things like that. But it was rough at first, and even with me too, because I'm really like about my business. And I'm just like it is what it is, but let's get it done.
I see the energy too.
You know, yeah, that's what it is.
Do you be down on yourself a lot? You feel like?
Do I doubt myself? No. I just think, you know what, I think I always want to make things better, so I'm always like constantly like trying to change things, but not in a bad way. It's almost like in a creative way. Like, say for example, right now I brought out my skincare back in March. I created a skincare line, and I loved it, and everything was great, and I changed the packaging, and then I was like, I hate the names.
You didn't like it?
No, so I just sold it. I sold all of it. I sold it all. So now I'm going to bring it back again, and I'm going to do another photo shoot, and I'm going to use more models, and I'm going to rename the names, and I'm going to add a few different products.
Can we get the name for a sneak peek?
Like one of the names, it's still going to be the same, like it's kind of the similar. So, but like say for example, I'm going to Spanglish my products.
Okay.
So they're going to have a little twist.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's something different.
Something different. Yeah, we're going to Spanglish the products, but something like that's not like doubting, but it's almost like I'm always like looking for improvement. Okay. So I don't want nobody to doubt themselves.
Don't steal our
don't
idea.
Doubt. No, and yes, don't steal our idea, but don't doubt yourself. Like, again, life is full. I always think this: life is full of uncertain moments, and that's life the entire time. Like, you know how like the pandemic, people were like, oh, it's so uncertain. Life has always been uncertain.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you went through a crazy situation during the pandemic.
Yes.
Let's talk about
that.
How was that?
The pandemic was so intense. So my contract for my first spot, I think I had a lease of 3 years with them, and the contract was over, I think like a month before the pandemic, which I think God works in mysterious ways. I really believe in that. You know, God was like, girl, like you're not gonna stay here, right? And so I was like, what should we do next? But I had been looking at other places because I was like, where would, like, if I wasn't here, where would I wanna like move to, and like which places. So I had this other girl that I really liked, and she was a stylist, and we worked together in the same building. And then she was like, do you want to go check out leases too, and then maybe we could lease together. So we were thinking about it. It was like an idea, but it was never like, so yeah, like planned. But we were looking at leases, and then we had checked out this one space, and that space was on Colorado in Pasadena. And so when the pandemic hit, my landlord basically wasn't allowing us to move. Like, he just kept our stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of okay. That in itself is pretty shady, right?
Yeah, that's shady.
So I was like, okay. So I went to talk to so I went to go look at places to lease, and then that place that I really liked was still open. And it's so weird because I sat in there and I took pictures there, and then it ended up being the place that we actually ended up moving with Alma. For 2 years, no one had leased that place.
2 years?
Okay, 2 years. So that was like 2 years before time. And so I go and I talk to this little man named Nori, and he's from Iran, and he is like the most sweetest little landlord you could ever meet.
Little landlord.
My littlest landlord. No, he's this little old man, the most sweetest, one of the most sweetest person, and I'm so grateful that he took a chance on us, you know, because he could have been like, no girl, you know, but he was like, and he actually, the reason why we had been not leased for 2 years is because he's really picky with his tenants. The tenants that had been there prior to us have been there with him like the whole time he's had his shop. So he was like, you know, I want serious tenants, and you know, and then whatever lease we sign, I just want you guys to pull through it. And I know it's the middle of a pandemic. I don't think he even charged me rent for 1 month, and he let me put my stuff in there.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to my landlord. That's what I'm saying. God works in mysterious ways, and he opened the door. So we couldn't take our stuff out. We struggled to take our things out from our old studio because for some reason our landlord on that end was just kind of giving us a headache.
Yeah.
And then we move our stuff over to our new space finally after like months. And from there, we weren't allowed to open during the pandemic, so it was a while before we can open our doors. But we started painting and putting our decor up and making, you know, giving the studio the vibe. And then once we were allowed to open, and we did have like a balcony, and we had like an open space, we were able to open as a business. But it would be on and off and on and off and on. And then it was just really rough. And I remember like crying all the time because it was a really sad time too. I did have like some of my family members pass away from COVID. And I know, and some people are like some people didn't take it serious, but I did take it very serious just because of that, in that sense. So like I was like really bummed out, but like I never show that. I'm like
like being because I feel like you a face for the Latino community when it comes to like doing makeup and stuff. You know, you got patched up on the shoulder for that. You know, I want to ask you like how challenged like competing like with other people, because I'm pretty sure you on Instagram a lot. You watch other people's platform. What are some of the things you feel like you do different?
I don't know. I don't like competing. I don't like the word competing.
Competing, okay.
No, that's so ugly.
It is. What can we say like far as like? Well, I won't say competing with other people. Like far as like having a business, because there's a lot of people that's doing the same thing.
We're doing the same thing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes people come really ugly at me on social media. Sometimes they follow me and like right away unfollow me, or they'll just like send me some like really mean comments, and I'll have to like delete them, or I don't know, they just get kind of weird on social media, and I've noticed that. But like honestly, like when I'm on social media, I post and ghost. I don't know how to say it, like post and ghost. Yeah, like I'll post when I'm not really there to like be in it. And I think the reason why I think I really protect my mind and my heart from like all the crazy, like all the things I really don't want to know. Exactly. Sometimes I don't want to know some like just news is everywhere, and like I think like news is like bacteria for the mind, right? Seriously. Like it is. So I try not to be too involved in that, on that sense. But like competing and stuff, I don't want to compete. I don't like to compete. And what I think makes us different is that we're not trying to change anybody.
Right.
Like I see sometimes I'll look at other pages and I'm like seeing like the biggest lashes, which is that's a style all in its own. But I'm just like, it just changes somebody,
Exactly,
you know.
that too.
So just our styles are so different. Mine's
Yeah.
is like very simple, clean, pristine. It's to the point. It is
The
what it is.
organic.
Organic, yes. And I think that is the bigger thing. Like it's cleaner. It's even. I also work with sensitive skin clients.
Yeah. I'm sorry, to cut you off. What I didn't understand that part of the sensitive. What is it like?
So sensitive skin meaning that it's for clients who their barrier has been broken, the barrier of the skin, so they
Gotcha.
tend to react a lot faster to certain chemicals and ingredients that are in all of our daily beauty products.
Oh, so you putting me on game. I didn't
Yes,
know that.
so the difference between a like regular beauty product and a clean beauty product are the ingredients that are inside. So my brand is a clean brand as far as it comes down to the ingredients we're using for the skin and also for the waxing services
Oof.
and also for the chemical services. So it's all
Yeah.
vegan, formulated with all 50 ingredients, you know, FDA approved. Like we really look into all of those things, and that's like my niche.
I love that.
Yeah.
You had to put a lot of money into that stuff, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, like a lot.
Yeah.
But it's okay though, because I rather that than my clients having reactions all the time.
Exactly, absolutely. 'Cause
Right.
it keeps them coming too.
Yeah, because if you're not preserving what the client's natural state is, so that's what I'm talking about with big lashes and like all like things that are really heavy.
Okay.
What you're doing essentially, you're gonna get the client to become reactive to products.
Gotcha.
So then they're not gonna be able to do those services with you anymore.
See,
So you're literally just like sending them away.
What?
It's wild.
Y'all better not be out there doing that now.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like people get like a lot of backlash for that stuff too though?
Yeah, because sometimes we were like, oh, it's green. There's like a term called greenwashing in the beauty industry, where people claim to be clean, but they're not clean. And there is a lot of greenwashing. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's some things that we need preservatives to preserve the good in products.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. So it's kind of like there's still preservatives in some of the things.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's only
Right.
to preserve. It's not because it's gonna damage you in
Gotcha.
any way. Yeah.
Ugh, I'm learning so much I didn't even know about this. Like it's so much to learn in your industry. Who
So
is
much.
someone like you look up to?
Someone that I look up to
Yeah.
in my industry, I don't. Okay, I feel like I look up to a lot of makeup artists.
Gotta be your favorite. What's your favorite one? Just
Who's-
like your favorite podcast. Or like your favorite artist, The Weeknd.
Okay, I can't. I can't. Did you know I went to see him twice?
Oh, you went to go see him twice?
I love him so much.
Isn't it up here in LA?
Yes, in LA at
I'ma
the
be
SoFi.
honest.
Ooh,
He got some good music though, I can be honest. It's
Mhm.
very catchy too.
it's really cool. It's
I be
really
in my
chill.
feelings too sometimes.
So good. Okay, wait. So my favorite artist of all time, maybe it might be cliche because I know a lot of people love him, but like Makeup by Mario.
Yeah.
Makeup
kinda
by
feel-
Mario. You kind of had that. Yeah.
Who else? That's
Makeup by Mario. Scott Barnes, who's J-Lo's makeup artist.
I heard he's been like
Bomb.
he's
Like
been doing it for a minute.
for
huh?
a minute, yeah. And I also love Patrick Ta and Huda Beauty.
Who the beauty?
Yeah, she's like this really pretty. She's so pretty.
She
She's
got
like
a-
the prettiest face and like some of the cutest products. None of them are clean though, but
They
not in
not?
a bad way. No, none
Yeah.
of them are clean, but like in the way that they do makeup, like their technique and how like perfect their face is always done, or like even the models that they're
Yeah.
working on. It's just beautiful. But Mario is like my favorite of all time. I named my cat after Mario.
Uh-oh.
He has a middle name.
He does?
He has a middle name.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you feel like I see you mentioned about your like when you putting content up, you
Mhm.
got like a person, I don't know what the word they say, like your model for the day, like because you like doing their face, you know how you do your videos.
Yes.
Is it important to get like a person with a nice face, you know? You know what I'm
no,
trying to say?
mm-mm. I think it's just whoever is willing and open to get filmed.
Okay.
Like that's something that I always ask to, and then they always sign like everybody that comes in signs like a little contract
Okay.
that says like or a waiver that says like, you know, I'm gonna get worked on, and you know these can be some of the serious complications from getting worked on, and then in there I say I might use you for content and that you're okay with that,
Okay.
releasing that to
Yeah.
the public, and then we film.
That's so
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter who it is, because sometimes you'll see our clients. I think it's very real. Like, we don't edit, like we don't put a filter on them. It's just like really how their skin is. So you'll see texture, you'll see pores, you'll see like open, broken, capillaries. You're looking at scarring from like old acne, like pores that have been very open because maybe they're eating a lot of sugar. Like, you could just really see what skin is, like skin looks like
Yeah.
real skin. I want to see real people.
Yeah, it's important too.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
that's how we work. So no, I don't care about a perfect canvas. I think that's the beauty of us. Like, over time, we're perfecting the canvas.
Mhm.
So you can really see the reality of skin.
Reality.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you this too. You got your platform, you popping on social media. I'm gonna say it again.
Yes.
What's next for you? Like for the next, what's next for you towards the end of this year?
What's next for me? Like personally, or like professionally, or like all of it.
All of it.
All of it?
Spill all the tea. We need that.
Okay. For personal, I feel I'm traveling.
Okay.
I'm going to China and Japan in like the next month, and then it's my niece's quinceañera. So my first niece is turning 15, which I'm super proud of her. I love her so much. Her name is Mia.
Shout out to Nia.
Shout out to little Mia. And then I'm working on launching our skincare again with the new names and another merch line by December. So that's what I'm working on.
Okay.
And then the things that I feel like are coming up, I'm trying to spruce up my studio. So like, I want the studio to have its vibe.
That
like
bathroom vibe. I'm believe.
have a little restaurant.
Y'all should have seen this bathroom. Pictures everywhere. I said, yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
It's creative. Who did y'all two come up with that? Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, okay. Alma made them like messy. Like, she
You
put
need to
them.
start giving yourself some credit. Come
Yes,
on. now.
Alma made them cute. Alma helped me post them up. So yeah. So Alma and I work like a little team. Like right now we're working. Okay, we're working on something too. I'm gonna just say, because we're just working for the restroom.
And I'm sorry, Alma behind the camera. I should have brought another mic, but
Yes. We could do. We'll add her right now in a
Yeah.
little bit. We'll add her in a little bit. But we're doing like quotes, like women empowering quotes, and then Alma's doing the Canva, and she's gonna I picked the font, so it's like Old English, and we're just gonna make like really cute empowering quotes, and we're gonna finish up the restroom with like women empowering quotes.
so
Yeah.
no fellas in here.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this,
Okay.
because I was in the town when I was in a relationship, man. This was like a while back. I think I told you this earlier. And the girl was like, "You getting waxed? I want a manly looking guy. You getting facials done? Why are you doing it?" I'm like, "I want to look good." How do you feel about guys getting facial nowadays?
I love men who take care of themselves. I think it's such a beautiful thing. I think that it doesn't matter as long as if it's self-care and that's how you self-care, then it's okay. Like, you can do like a pedicure or a manicure or a haircut, or color your hair. As long as you feel good, that's like showing yourself love, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I
Right.
don't think that takes from the masculinity, like someone's being masculine. Like,
Yeah.
it's still, like I was telling you earlier too, I was like, your partner is always a reflection of you.
I like that.
It is.
I like
It
that.
is.
I like
Yes, your partner
like
is a
that.
reflection of you. If you're looking really cute and then your partner is looking crusty, like, what does that say? You're not taking care of your partner.
that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you see that a lot.
I'm not gonna say anything. No comments.
No, you think it's facts though, because there's women out here that look bad at their man and their man looking crusty. You're like, come on, make it make sense.
Yes.
Because it's a reflection of you.
It's a reflection of you. So, like, butter up their little skin.
Yeah.
Take them to get a pedicure.
Right.
It's okay. Like, it doesn't make anything different. It's just you're gonna have them like age slowly. Because like when you do facials,
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the secret, because I've been doing facials for a long time. I think I started doing facials when I was like 20, 21.
Oh man,
I just turned 35.
Tell him he shouldn't look her age.
My skin's super clean. My skin. Okay, so it slows down the aging process. So you look like a vampire.
'Cause I thought you were at least by like 27,
Yay!
26.
I get that all the time.
do?
Yes, they're like, "Oh, you look like you're in your like your late 20s." I'm like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm okay. I'm happy if I look my age too. I'm
I
like,
mean, you've been happy for a while
yes,
too.
yes. No, and I'm happy that how do I explain it? I'm happy that I'm at this age.
That too. Shout out to your husband for keeping you happy.
Thank you. Oh no, he's so cute. No, he's really sweet. Yeah. Like he's really sweet. I don't talk a lot about him too. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I keep my love life very private.
Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I don't share a lot about on social media. I think that that help is it's a healthy relationship, because then there's nothing like, oh, like so and so knows where you are, or so and so did this, and so, you know, and then there's like all these people like comparing relationships and
social
like
media.
Yeah, social media. It's so dumb. Like your love life is so it's so different to like your real personal relationship with them, you know. So yeah, no. So he's a very sweet person. I know I love him because of the way he treats his family, and I'm like a really family girl.
Okay.
And so I think that's the deeper connection that we have, that we both love and appreciate, and you know, make sure that our families are always taken care of. That's number one.
Yeah.
Besides everything else is fake.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I see what you said. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's facts, because you know you got to be a family person. Because you're gonna soon want to have a family eventually.
Yes, definitely. Yes, like I do. I just want one though. I just want one baby. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
A boy or a girl?
I don't care, as long as it's healthy.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's smart. I like
That's
that.
it.
Just one?
Just one. That's it.
What if two happen?
Yeah. Oh, if I had twins, that would be cute too. Twins would be fine.
That would be little mini twins.
Twins. Imagine
2 girls.
Whichever. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care. No. They're just gonna be like fashion babies too.
Fashion.
Yeah, I would like put them in cute outfits.
I can see you doing
that. You can see it? Yeah.
They get their own website.
They have their own like little like page.
Personal. They might get real famous soon. That'd be crazy. So who is I want to ask you this too, like being from California, what are some of the things you can? Because I know you was somewhere else at a part of time, like you moved around a lot.
Yes.
What was your favorite spot besides Pasadena? Like being like far as networking.
Oh well, Pasadena was cool. I don't know if I say Pasadena was my favorite. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. What? Sorry, Pasadena people. I'm not sorry. Not sorry. No, it wasn't it. Well, like what place of California that I've loved the most? Yeah. I don't know. I think I love LA. I'm an LA girl through and through. Like Los Angeles is like real. There's so many things that are happening like in our community, right? Like homelessness is real, mental health is real. Like those are real like subjects that I like always mention to everybody, and those are causes that I'm always like trying to contribute to all the time. If it's not even like financial, but it's like me donating time to be part of that in my community. Those are things that matter to me, and I think it gets real deep like here in LA. Like there's just a lot going on, and I just hope that our city gets better, and I'm staying hopeful for a brighter future for us. Absolutely. But I think LA is my favorite. It's just very real. There's so much diversity, so much culture, so much. There's like these little pockets of LA that you don't even know is LA because it's so beautiful. You know, we have hiking, we have a hiking trail in LA.
Yeah, I love that one.
Right?
Which one you go to?
Ascot Hills. It's my favorite. It's up the street from here.
It is?
Yes, and it's like a 3-mile hike, and it's like it's called a beginner trail because it preps you for bigger trails.
See, I'm scared of those big trails.
Yeah, but that's a little trail to start you off, and like you start breaking your muscles in, and then from there you go into bigger things.
You go up there, take a few selfies.
Yes, and then you have like the most beautiful view of downtown LA and the Dodger Stadium.
Oh, you a Dodgers fan?
I am.
You sure?
I do. Yes, I do.
Look like you're a little hesitant on that response.
Because I'm from San Francisco too.
Oh, yep. I was waiting for this.
Yes, the Bay Area. So I grew up in the Bay Area. I was born in South LA, and then from there, my mom moved. I think when I was like 2, I moved out to San Francisco, and then from there, like I was there for a really long time. So like 15, 16, 17 years around there. Yeah, I was there for a long time. But I was always bouncing back and forth all the time. So from LA to San Francisco. So I really love them, and I love the Giants too. And I don't care what anyone says if I'm a bandwagon fan. I have a few different teams that I go for football.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like both. But I love Dodgers. But I love.
I'm gonna have to cancel you.
No, don't cancel me. Just over. No, not over teams. I love everybody. I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. Sure? Yeah, I promise.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You got a jersey though? You got a few jerseys now?
Yeah, little jerseys and T-shirts.
Okay.
The girl T-shirts, like the little cotton ones.
The little cotton ones. Do you be cutting them up and stuff?
Sometimes, yeah. How do you know? I love cutting stuff.
I can tell you, I did my research on her. I'm like a little stalker. Oh man, that's good stuff. Dang, I did not know you was going for that team though.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Have you ever been to the AT&T stadium in San Francisco? It's so beautiful.
It's nice.
You can see the ocean like right behind it. Like there's like this big view of like the ocean. It's like where you're sitting, right? The audience sits around. Then it's like this, like just the field, and then right behind it is the ocean, and you could see boats.
I'm trying to picture that. That looks
Isn't
crazy.
that beautiful?
Yeah, that
like,
sounds crazy.
And then if you go in the evening, it's like more like dim, and you could just see like the boats, like kind of like the background, some of the boats traveling in the back. It's beautiful. It's like it's such a chill vibe, and the food is good.
Okay, the food.
The food is good.
I was going to ask you how the food is.
They have like pretzels and beer and like drinks and ice cream. Just the baseball stuff.
Yep. I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
San Francisco or you taking Los Angeles as far as food wise? Which one you taking?
LA, but that's because my culture's here.
Yeah.
All the Mexican food.
Yeah.
All the Mexican food.
You know,
oh my
what's
God.
crazy? I'm getting so tired of eating tacos, but I love them because I've been eating tacos. Since
I
was
can.
back.
How are you tired of tacos?
Because look,
I cannot.
in high school,
I'm gonna cancel you for saying that.
I know they're gonna cancel. My friends back home gonna cancel because I went to a Latino school. I think I told you earlier.
Yes.
Shout out to Hubbard High School. 10% black people, and I was eating tacos all the time. I used to go to my buddy's house, Fernando, Telemundo. We used to eat tacos all the time. Like, bro,
Telemundo.
that was my boy. Shout out to Telemundo. I hope you doing good, dog. But oh my God, I had so many tacos, and I come up here, I'm like, all right, they're not the same, but they're a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that.
Yeah, tacos. But besides tacos,
You making tacos?
my mom makes.
Mama Deuce, you gonna make us some tacos?
Yeah, no, because so the part of Mexico where my mom is from, which is like a very indigenous part of Mexico, it's called Yucatan Merida. So it's like borderline Guatemala. It's like the very ending part of Mexico. So my mom knows how to make like really good cochinita pibil, which is like pork that's marinated in like sour orange. So sour orange and these a paste called chayote paste, which they're like these crushed little like beads. They crush them and it has like this red pigment to it, and like they roast it. They put banana leaves around it and they roast the pig for hours.
I'm about to call your mama right now.
It kind of reminds me of like a barbecue, right? Like barbecue. You roast it and it's tender and it's falling off the bone. And then my mom makes these yellow corn tortillas, and then you put pickled onions, red onions, and habaneros chile.
You're making me hungry.
It's the best thing you'll ever taste. I'm not just because this is my part, but it's very different, and it's not like just everybody's taco. Like everybody, carne asada and the pastor, and it's so common. But like this one, it takes somebody who knows how to make it, and it's a specialty dish, and they usually have it more for special occasions. It's not something you do all the time, but my mom will make it for us whenever we're craving.
So that means you know how to cook then if you got the skills from your mama, huh?
I do.
Okay.
And yeah, I do. I love cooking, and I can follow recipes really good.
You do?
Yeah.
So you're in the kitchen a lot? Yeah?
A little bit, half and half.
Half
and half.
That's fair. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because right now I'm trying to be more health conscious. So sometimes like I'll order from like healthy places.
Like, what's some of the healthy places you've been going to?
Sometimes I do Tender Greens, CCC. I don't know, have you heard of California Kitchen?
I heard of it, yeah.
Chicken, CCC. I like Sprouts. I like Whole Foods. There's this other little like health shop that I really like. I also like Simply Wholesome in Inglewood. Oh, obsessed.
You gotta find out where your spot's at.
Yeah, all those Sachi, the vegan, like a vegan teriyaki place. So like just a lot of healthy stuff. So yeah, I cook, but then at the same time I'll like mix it with, when I am taking out, I'll have like lean meat too.
Okay.
Like I'm having like fish and like chicken, and I drink alkaline water. I like soy milk.
Oh, you not playing no games.
Yeah, I tried, because that also impacts your skin.
See, I gotta
remember that.
You gotta give me a list of category things I should stay away from so my skin can
Yeah,
keep
your
good.
skin, so your skin can look smooth.
I know.
Yes.
See, I need to come do a book of facial with you. Some
Yes.
of you guys watch this, come get a facial.
Yay.
Any guys coming in here like that? Not too many.
Yeah, we do. We just had one this weekend.
Was the first one? No.
No, we've had a few, but we just had a guy in the beginning. Me, Alma, and I couldn't stop laughing.
What was
He
up?
was just so funny. Just the things he was telling us. He was like, "Can I get my underarms waxed too?" Like, I was like, he's like, "Do you do nose? Because we actually know we can wax your nose,
You can?
your ears." So he was talking about getting waxed,
Yeah.
and like, and I was just like, "Oh my god, he's so funny." But the way he, you know how men say things
Yeah.
sometimes they don't, they just like so like
They just
out
say it,
there. Yeah, they just say it. It was just we were just
But
laughing.
don't y'all like that though? It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
right?
it is funny. That's what I'm saying. Men are like really, they're cool to work
It's
with.
like a little tea talk, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be the first one to say they're gonna start a podcast here. We gotta come up with a name for it.
Yes, we could.
It's like
we
a little
really
tea
could.
talk while you know doing your work and stuff.
That is true. We could.
They up to something.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
We
See,
gotta have you in all the time too. though.
see, I'm gonna just be the one behind the camera saying, "No, yeah, I see you."
Yeah, we just have to have you come visit us.
That's a vibe though.
Mhm.
I love what y'all doing for sure.
No.
It's like even though you don't give yourself the recognition you're supposed to, but
You don't think so?
because earlier you was
Ah.
like, I don't feel like you gotta
I don't know why I'm like this. I don't.
you gotta pop your collar
No.
sometimes.
I don't know why I'm like this. I think, I don't know. I know like people make it. I don't know. People always tell me like, "Oh, you're so good." La, la, la.
You
Right? All
humble
these
though. You
cute
very
things.
humble. That's good. Though.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I just don't think. Again, I just feel like I just want to feel like a human being at all times. Like I
That's
just
it.
want you to remember, like, I come from nothing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I
yeah.
come from like. My family immigrated here. Like, my grandpa like
come
worked
from
so
the bottom.
hard. Yeah, from
Yeah.
the bottom of the barrel. Like I tell my
Yeah.
mom all the
See?
time, the bottom of the barrel. So for me, all of this, yeah, I love it. I think it's beautiful, but there's so much more to like life, and like we need to remember those things, the core values of what life really is.
Yeah.
And also reminding yourself, like, you have to have heart, you have to have compassion, you have to, have kindness. Like those things matter to me more than like
Yeah.
all the artificial stuff. Like for me, so like I like social media, and I can tell you the platforms and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm on there, sometimes I'm not. I really don't care if I am or not.
Yeah.
Like at the end, like me being at my shop with real people talking about real things,
That matters.
that matters more to me. Those connections, like they're beautiful.
Foot traffic still gonna come through here.
Oh, they were trying to come in the whole time you're in here.
Oh, they gonna cancel my episode because of her.
No.
I'm stopping her money today. She don't even know it.
No, I'm not gonna tell you my schedule.
She had about 6 people waiting at the door. I'm like,
No.
whoa. It's still.
It was
We ain't even
crazy.
open yet.
No, we weren't even open. We even blocked our books, and people
Yeah.
were still out here trying to
See,
come in.
I feel special. See, I gotta
Yay.
take. I can't play with her time because she's a busy woman.
We're
so is
busy.
it normally like that when you first open at 11 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
Monday
Sometimes earlier. Sometimes we open at 9 and it's already popping.
Monday through Friday, huh?
No, Monday through. Right now, what do we have?
Thursday through Monday.
Thursday through Monday. Mhm.
So Friday, Saturdays, Sundays. That ain't bad. You need
Yeah.
that though.
Yeah,
Need them off days.
yeah.
Cause it's get overwhelming here. I feel like
It does.
The-
Oh, you were asking me that question earlier. What did you ask me?
I said like the foot traffic here. Like, does it get overwhelming? Cause I really want to ask you. This was the time you wanted to give up.
Was there a time I wanted to give up?
Mhm.
Sometimes I want to run away all the time. And I tell that to my husband a lot of the times, actually. I'm like, I want to leave. And he's like, you can't do that. Like, he's like, what's going to happen with your clients? I'm like, you're right. Then I come back and I'm like, okay, I didn't mean that.
You just think you should have a
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. You have those moments where you're just like, okay, I'm ready to
Yeah.
run. If I leave you guys, I'm going to leave to Mexico. I already made my mind.
Y'all know where to find it.
I'm going to be in Mexico, in Cancun.
For how long? For the rest of your life?
For the rest of my life. That's probably where I would be, in the ocean with the dolphins and like the warm sand. Like that's where I would want to be.
That's a
It's
dream.
beautiful.
It is.
I
I've
love
never
the
been. I see
island
the
life.
pictures though. Never been.
Yeah. You
No, I just see the pictures. I be
You
on
see the-
social media. You're like, look at that.
You did see
Yeah.
it. Yes, that's where I would be. I have family there too.
Oh, that you did. Say
Yeah,
that.
my tia Yolanda lives out there,
Oh,
and
wow.
my little cousin, just moved back, I think, from Texas there.
Do you see them
Yeah.
a lot or no?
You know what? I don't see them a lot. I talk to them on social media, and then they keep asking me to download WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know you're talking about. You're like, oh, you not.
WhatsApp. Okay, but I told them that it has a lot of like advertisement.
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
Yeah, so I like took it down.
A lot of scammers too.
Yeah, so no, so I took it down. But so we'll connect on WhatsApp once in a while, or like messaging and stuff. And then like when I visit, I'm gonna try to visit again in this like before the summer next year.
For your next trip.
Before my next trip.
How
Yeah.
many trips you got coming up again?
I don't know yet. Oh well, I'm telling you, China and Japan this year.
So you clients see this, don't be like, oh, she don't take my service. She out of town
Oh
already.
my God, yes! I just sent a message out.
You did?
Yesterday. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be out of office. I'm gonna be out of office.
So you gonna have to hold it down, huh?
Alma has to hold it down. Yeah. Alma has to
I don't gotta hold it down. Yeah, I'm gonna go on vacation.
Then yeah, no, Alma has been she's been out too. Yeah, she'll take little trips.
So trips, that's okay. I like that. That ain't bad. How important do you feel like it is, like working in an environment like this and still managing your personal life?
Environment like this and managing my personal life, I think there's some times where it feels like wild, right? Like it feels like you don't have like even when you're not here, you're still working, right? You're still connecting, you're on social media, you're talking to clients, like sometimes we have to talk to them about like pre-care or aftercare, so like you're constantly like going back and forth with your clients, on top of always making sure that we're like taking care of like the supply management and making sure that everything is running smoothly and paying the bills, you know, like there's just a lot of little things, and then stuff like this, like today we had a podcast. I have a training this month, you know, so I'm locking down the shop for one day because we're going to be out in a master class. So it gets a little bit wild, but when it comes to that, like what I try to do is just like have like my laundry done, have all the things that I need.
Like how you said that.
Yeah, have my I want fresh laundry, you know, like get your laundry done, have your kitchen clean, have your home organized, and then from there you know that, like I think if you're organized, it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Because when you're like not organized, because there was one point where I felt like my house was a mess, and I come to work and I'm trying to like communicate with everybody, and then here and then like not managing my home. The way you keep your home and your studio is the way your life flows.
Yep. I like that. That's true too.
That's how I manage myself. It's like managing my time, like always scheduling something. The way we scheduled this podcast, right? You were like, okay, like let's do this. Like we put it in our calendars because we're organized. And then we met up at
like,
this
she ain't
time.
gonna get back to me. I'm like,
you know, if we canceled, I would be like, bye. No, I'm very like that though. I am, huh? I'm very like.
I said, let me call her right now.
Yeah, he was like, can I call? I was like, yeah, let's. So yeah, so
like, yes, Joc. I'm like,
no, I did not say that. I was like, hello. No, I never answered the phone like that.
I'll just play. That was funny.
But you got me like, it's like having that balance of being organized at your house. Oh, your car too. I can't with dirty cars.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
I know, it's crazy.
Cause I'm gonna be honest, they say a lot of women keep their cars dirty though, cause y'all be moving around so much. And then like with the laundry, women don't like to do laundry. Don't cancel me.
We don't.
Why?
I don't. I hate doing.
Cause y'all be so busy doing other stuff. Y'all hate folding the clothes. Is that true?
Folding, putting it away in the little cubbies. You know, hanging your little clothes, steaming it. Like it's just a lot. So I think if you organize, you have everything. Your tank filled up. Your car's organized, your home is organized, and then your studio's organized. There's no way to not be like balanced.
Okay.
Keeping balance.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But some women ain't getting them off the hook though. Some women don't like to unfold their clothes.
I don't know who that is. Alma.
At the washing, he does the folding.
That's fair. I like that. Doing like, do you cut the food up while I cook it? You know, something like that. That is. How important do you feel like having someone in your corner? Like, is that like something you take like value a lot?
Having someone in your corner, of course. I think whoever is like loving and supporting in anything that I'm doing, like I'm obsessed with them. I love them. I love having people in my corner. I think if we don't have those people and we don't take care of them, like how can we even like manage, right? How can we manage life or manage the things that we do constantly? I'm always trying to show them like love and like support and like help them out, and I'll call them out on their bullshit. Ooh. You know, like you could be in my corner, but like I'll call you out.
I like that. Yeah.
You know,
you stand on business.
Yeah, we're standing on business, and also too, I always believe that the people in your corner should always tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
don't
true.
sugarcoat things.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm fucking up, tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm fucking up, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Right.
You know?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, some people be scared to tell the person, oh, she the big dog. I don't want to tell her. She
Yeah,
wrong.
no,
You know?
tell me, it's cool. I won't get hurt. Also, too, I take criticism okay. Like, I mean, if it's constructive, like I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
Like my
Why
my
you say it
social
like
media
that?
my social media manager, like my social media manager telling me how many times I haven't posted. I need to post. I need to pre-record. You know, like
That-
that's real stuff. I need to do it. I know I need to do. I'm gonna get on it.
You don't think about just letting her just control the whole social media platform?
Like
Yeah.
me controlling it.
No, let her let your social media person control it.
Maybe I should ask her, huh?
Yeah, just let her post. You know.
Yeah,
So you'll be able to focus on other stuff.
that is true. I'll
Yeah.
ask her.
She
Let's
probably.
see.
Yeah.
She probably do it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll benefit you a lot too, though.
Yay.
That way, she will be on your shoulders.
Okay. Yeah, I'm scared.
Yes.
Scared of her.
What's the bad side behind it? What's the bad side behind it? Like you being scared of her?
What's the bad sign behind it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm scared of her.
Probably
'cause-
don't know her that well, maybe. Or
No, I just feel like she's gonna judge me. She's gonna be like, this girl doesn't want to do what she's told.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You still busy though. You can't do everything by yourself.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
Cause you paying her, right?
Yeah. Well, right now, not
No,
yet. We're on a test mode. We're on a test run, but we will. If
Okay.
everything goes as planned, we will be paying her.
That's it. I want to ask you this too. Where you see yourself in the next 4 to 5 years?
Where do I see myself?
Yeah. Don't say on the beach laying down. Well,
no,
that's fair.
I'm gonna be in
That's fair.
Cancun retiring now.
That's
I'll be swimming with the dolphins again.
You know how to swim?
Kind of, yes. Like I'm in the middle. I'm like what is it called? Not beginner, not advanced.
Oh,
What's in the middle?
no.
Intermediate.
To survive.
Intermediate.
Oh.
Enough to survive. I also wear life jackets too.
Okay.
You know, where do I see myself in 5 years? I want to have another location. I want another location a little bit more deeper in LA.
It's not deep enough for you?
No, this is like still for me. This is kind of like outskirt of LA.
Okay, but I'm sorry to cut you off. What you consider deep in LA though? What you consider?
Deep in LA, it could be like downtown LA, Highland Park
Thought you
area.
like downtown.
I don't like downtown, but like
She
it's
said she
close.
like that.
I hate downtown LA. I hate downtown LA, you guys.
Why though?
It's just okay. You know when like major things happen, like say for example, like they're doing a marathon or like an event or a parade, or you know how we have
Cut
a lot of
stuff off,
celebration.
yeah.
They cut things off so crazy,
Yeah.
and then the traffic is intense, and then like the bus stop running and the
Your
metro
your
and
clients getting her laid.
yeah,
I see.
You see, that's
I see.
that's a big part of
Yeah.
why I don't like LA
Yeah.
or downtown LA. And but yeah, I would see myself I could see myself like having another like a second location in downtown LA or Highland Park. I would love to have a team, so I would want like a salon manager and like maybe another esthetician, and then just not being as much in the salon, just doing a few clients like my base clientele, and then like passing on the rest to all the team.
I like that.
Yeah, I see myself like that. I definitely see myself with the family in 5 years. I want to own something. I want a property. Like I want a home. Like I think like every
Yeah.
millennial, right?
Wants a
Like
home,
we
yeah.
want a home. Like
True.
someone help us. Someone gives a grant.
Price so high now.
Yeah, like someone give us a discount. We want a
Right.
house.
Right.
We want to own something.
Just
You
lay
know?
in your house.
Yeah, I want a house, and I want to have like investments. Hopefully, more stock. Like I want to have like that's where I see myself.
Mm.
And then I also see myself maybe volunteering more, being more about my community, helping out more women, helping out, but like helping out in that way where I can help them grow in a way. Like, I mean, maybe like doing online classes or like ebooks,
Mhm.
or those are things that I would love to do. Where that's where I see myself, like being here, but not having to be as much in here.
Gotcha. I
You know,
see.
but like still growing my business.
Growing your business.
Yeah, that's where I see
I can
myself
see
in 5
that.
years.
I can
Yeah.
definitely see that. On the beach too.
On the beach, please. Like,
That's
in a
really
boat.
good.
In a boat.
Okay,
In a boat.
That's classy. I like that. I want to ask you this: for the people who watching, and like for a person who's starting their business, for a young woman, by the way, what's some advice you can give them to get their business and portfolio going?
Okay, so the biggest advice is to start small, like really tiny. Like it's okay. Like you don't have to rush into something big. Like, start small, and then from there figure out exactly like where you want to be. So like make sure you're creating like 5 year plans, and then yearly plans, and then your quarterly plans on like where you want your business to go, your budget. Like, make sure you're always like looking at your budget, like where you want to invest and what parts of your business you want to grow most, or the ones that you feel very passionate about. So find your passion, make a plan, start small. And it's okay to start small. Like, don't, like when I first started, like I sometimes I didn't have a lot of budget to create things that I wanted. So I kind of like did whatever I could with what I had, if it makes sense. So don't be shy about it, because you know, for a little bit I was kind of like, oh, this is embarrassing, you know, like I don't have like I can't make a big billboard, but I'll make a chalkboard, you know, like, and I just will write it out. So those are things that I really would recommend. And don't let anyone's opinion about your business, because like when I first started, I felt like I had naysayers too, like people that you know and they're like, they don't believe in your dream, and I really believe strangers are like some of your biggest supporters.
Oh my God, I swear.
Right?
I be saying the same thing.
Yeah, people
like, it's
that
crazy.
People that don't know you at all will like have so much faith in you and come buy your product and come try you out and check you out and reference you to friends. And you know, they don't know you, but they believe in you so much, and I think that's so beautiful. So don't let the naysayers or anybody, sometimes like it hurts because it could be like your cousin or your tia or your someone you're very close with, and they'll say something like, oh, like your little business this, or your little bit like you know, and it's kind of sad, right? But at the end of the day, regardless of the negative things that they say, don't let that like stop you from still continuing to thrive in your business. It might be little now, but you never know in the next 5 to 10 years how big your business can be.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But don't stop. Just continue to go with it.
I like that. Cause
that's the advice I'd give.
That's some good advice that I need to take notes on too. Shit, keep going.
Keep going. Yes, I love that.
Cause like people be down, you know, so down. So like you said, like having trauma and like depression too is big nowadays. You know,
mental health is
mental
big.
health, yeah.
And you know what I think too, like in my culture, in the Latino community, a lot of times they don't believe in mental health. They don't, and it's something that's real.
Why is that, you feel like?
I feel because we're taught to be like strong and to not show our emotions.
Yeah, that's how my boy is.
Yeah, like, even though like, you know, things are not that like good, like happening good in the family, like you can't really speak up, or even for women too. Sometimes there's like machismo, or which is like, how do I say that? Machismo, misogyny. Is it misogyny? Misogyny, when like it's like male dominant and the women are like subservient. You know. Those are things that I think are I know it's kind of I'm telling you, these are topics that are like super off topic, but like they need to be said, right?
Yeah, 'cause people don't talk about it.
They don't talk about it, but it's like the women are like, we can't really like have a say in the like a lot of things, or you know, if you're a strong woman, like they don't like it. You're like looked at like, oh, why is she doing that? Now it's changing a little bit more, but for like the law, for most of the time that I've been growing up, I've seen that in like the Latino community. I'm gonna say it. And so now I'm just thinking like, no, like it's okay to, you know, be educated, to wait to have kids if you want to pursue business, right? To be okay to be a breadwinner in your family.
The breadwinner in the family.
Breadwinner, it's fine. Like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't take anything. It doesn't make anybody weaker. It doesn't make anybody stronger. And to remember, you know, that like all of the things that need to be said or expressed are okay to be said and expressed. Like say for example, like if there's anything, like if there's conflict within like the family, like it's okay to say like how you feel, and for your family to express and reciprocate. And
that's true.
You know, like those things before you can, like if say for example, like my grandpa would be upset, like, oh, don't say anything, grandpa's gonna be mad. Like, so what? Like go and you know, you're gonna upset him, but it's okay. But like I feel like a lot of times we're suppressing feelings, suppressing, and we can't say, and that builds up, and that creates mental health. It does because then you get anxiety, you get depression, you start, you know, feeling so many bad feelings.
That too. You
And
get
then
to doubt in yourself.
And who are we talking to about our feelings, and who are we saying things to we are not allowed to say?
Yeah, it's
You know?
crazy.
It's crazy.
It is.
It is. So those are things that I think about.
It definitely is.
Uh-huh.
See, you just bring. It's sad, but it's like, who can they go talk to? Like you said too. Though.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are things that I really believe in, and I hope that we can like talk about them and not be ashamed about them. And for a long time, I couldn't even talk about them.
Yeah.
So now that I can, I'm like, or now that I realize that I can talk about these things, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, I rather that.
Right. No, seriously.
Yeah.
That's you got a little deep on me right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we could talk about all these things, and it's okay.
We got to do a part 2 too.
Part 2 with Alma.
Yeah. See, like, I'm hiding today.
Alma's hiding. She didn't want to.
It's all right. We gonna come get you around next time.
Yeah.
She, for the people that's watching, what can they find you? I know I can find you at on social media. What do you know? The website, social media, contact, whatever you want to give out there.
Okay, so I changed my name. It used to be Browsed by Saidy, but I changed it to Saidysalasyu, at Saidysalasyu on TikTok and on Instagram. And then my website is www.eyesforbeautys.net. Yeah, .net because it's 90s.
Yeah, I like that.
Very vintage.
That's you do got a little 90s vibe.
Yeah,
too.
vintage.
I got an old soul. I said she got an old soul.
Yeah, I do though. I don't know why. I just do.
I appreciate you coming on the show too.
Aw,
It was a
thank
pleasure
you,
having
dog.
you.
No, thank you for coming and making your way to Alhambra and coming to our shop and just making us feel really comfortable.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about, supporting each other.
Supporting each other, definitely.
I
And
gotta
like,
come get my facial one day too.
yes, we would love to give you a facial. We'll link you up after with Alma.
Okay.
We'll have Alma gift you one.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, that way you could sit down and talk to her too.
Yeah, then we can
Yeah.
collab on that. Yep.
And collab.
See,
Yeah.
oh,
We got this.
you business mindset. Shout out to your mom and your father for creating this business mindset.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for tuning episode of JOCTOBER Podcast. Keep liking, subscribe, and hit the link button below. See you next time. Peace.
It ain't easy being me, but they think so. I know my bitch want me to get it at Minko. Hey, bottles for the bitches over at Winko. I do too much, baby. I can't.